All right. There, we're recording. Okay. Yes, we were recording it. So we're 3 minutes into it. So, um, anyway, um, Ralph, and what you guys may not know is that Ralph and Bev have a history of success at having achieved levels in businesses before that were the forerunners of uh, life and starfish. But the levels they achieved at the platinum level means that they would move consistently through their business about 1,700 and $17,500 a month in product volume of all different kinds of products. Um, and what that meant was you had to understand uh, the the products, not just the products that you had available, but the people that you served. And for them to put that kind of volume together month in, month out, uh, meant that they learned a lot about how consumers think, how business owners think when promoting these things. And I think what you're going to walk away with from today or tonight is you're going to have a much better understanding of what you have your hands on with the Roccoco product line, but also how you can better serve your current members and customers as well as future members and customers. So get your notepads ready and I'll hand it over to Beverly Hernandez.
Thank you, Willie. Am I coming out loud and clear? Okay. I'm really humbled that Willie had asked me to do this little presentation, and I pray that it does enlighten everyone, and it helps you to understand the importance of the work that we're doing. It's not just about business, but it's about helping people. So I'm going to go back to when we first met. We were at conference, and actually Ralph went and spoke with uh, Jacine Greenwood. She's the founder of Roccoco. And the reason he went to speak with her was to find out if there was any products that we could use for our 4-year-old granddaughter, because since birth, she's been suffering with really bad eczema, and every dermatology prescription, every over-the-counter medication didn't do anything for her. If anything, it would just irritate the areas. It would make it more red and inflamed. And Jacine shared uh, suggestions, which I have to tell you has been very, very good for our granddaughter. Ever since we ordered it while we were still, I believe we were still in Kentucky. And she's been using it. Ralph watches her a couple of times a week. So every time she gets a little redness or a little itchy spot, he puts the stuff on her, and she's fine. So the product does absolutely speak for itself. One of the things I know that it's predominantly women that look at skincare, but just a reminder that the biggest organ of our bodies is our skin. And since males and females both have skin, then we should look forward to taking care of our skin. And prior to Roccoco, we were in a prior business, and there was skincare that was a product line, but it was also including makeup. So a lot of the times, the men wouldn't even take a second look at the skincare line. These products with Roccoco, I've read and reread a lot of the description, the uses, the purpose of the different lotions and creams, and it's definitely for both males and females. So that's one thing. I know there's predominantly women that are on here right now, but please pass that on to all of your male friends, your fathers, your brothers, your nephews, so that they can enjoy good skin, because that's what you're going to be using until the end of your lifetime. Now, it's funny because I was introducing a customer. I was talking to a lady about supplements, and we were in a restaurant. So I was showing her products. When we were leaving, the waitress that was across the room in another dining room had asked Ralph what we were selling. And he said, well, supplements, vitamins and supplements. So she said, oh, I'm looking for something for my skin. She says, I have acne. Now, this woman, I would take a guess, she's in her mid to late 30s, maybe early 40s. So as we were walking out, she said to me, so do you have anything for my skin? So I said to her, I don't have anything here. I said, but what is it that you're looking for? So she said, I've been suffering with bad acne since I'm 12. So I said, okay. I said, what have you used? And she said, just right now, soap and water, because I've tried everything dermatologist prescribe. I've tried everything over the counter, and it just gets worse. So I said to her, okay. And I looked at her face. So I said, no, I don't have anything here. I'm not prepared to show you anything, but let me come back next week. I'll look at our product line, and we'll sit down and talk. So what we ended up doing, I came home because I honestly did not know more than what I knew about the products for our granddaughter. And I went online. At that time, Starfish did not have anything except for the blurbs that are on the Starfish app site, which is pretty generalized. It doesn't tell you what to use it for, the details that I needed. So I actually went on to the Roccoco site, and that is for all of you that want to use Roccoco as volume. That's an excellent site. I would recommend that if you're looking for descriptions, contents, ingredients, the purposes, the results of the different products, go onto the Roccoco site. However, I would recommend that you use that personally for your education and not to use that for your potential customers, because that site actually is also a shopping site. And I'll show that to you in my screen when I share it. And I also want to point out later on, when I'm done showing you what I've prepared, if anyone has any stories to share of your experience with Roccoco, please, I'll invite you to share that with the rest of the group. Now, let me just share the Roccoco site. Okay. When you go onto the Roccoco site, this is what you see. And this is the home page. When you scroll down, you have that banner that's constantly moving. Those are all the awards that Janice has won. And as you can see, there's a tremendous number of awards. And it goes briefly through some of the products. Here are some really interesting photos, before and after pictures. The first one is after 2 months. The second one, there is no time frame on that. And I believe the last one was, let me see, 4 months. I believe it was 4 months for that one. So as you can see that there is significant improvement in what these people were looking to improve. Okay. On the next tab, you'll see a description of, I guess it's their mission statement here. And they go through a very brief description of the awards. And then also under that tab, you'll see a picture of Jacine, I'm sorry, I keep on calling her Janice, it's Jacine Greenwood. Now, actually, Ralph told me she had shared a photo of her before and after pictures. And if you were at conference, you'll recall that the reason she developed all these botanicals was because she had severe skin problems. And so did her son, and actually her daughter did also. And nothing that was prescribed would help any of them. So this is why she says that she was blessed with the skin conditions that she has. If you're looking for a specific product, now this is what I did to help my customer. I knew what she was suffering with. She told me she was having acne issues. So as you can see there, there's the shop. I went into the acne prone. I clicked on that. And then the site actually has suggestions of the different creams and lotions. And if you're wanting to know specifically what they're used for, all you have to do is click right on the product. Okay. And as you can see there, it gives you a description up on the top, a more intense description. They give you pictures of what the product looks like in the container and how it's shipped. And if you click on read more, the ingredients, okay, and how it helps. Okay, so it's very, very informative if you're looking specifically for conditions, any kind of skin conditions. And what you would do, like for different products of different areas under product type, the areas that you're looking to take care of. Okay, your skin types are the second column. Other services that they offer. Now, just a word of advice. So their online consultation, these are for people that are not, I mean, if you as a Starfish member would like to utilize that, by all means, it's $30 consultation, and they'll tell you what products they would recommend. And then they will credit that consultation fee on your first order. They also offer a 15% discount on the first order. However, just to remind you that as business owners, if you just want to use the consultation for yourself, you know, that would be your prerogative. As far as for your customers, I'm kind of a little wary about that because you might lose a potential customer. And I'm not just talking about for Roccoco, because as I was talking with my customer, she asked questions about the vitamins and the supplements, but I knew that her immediate concern was skincare. So I told her we could, you know, go into that at a later date. She just wanted to get her products. So that's basically, and as you can see on the Roccoco site, there's quite a bit of information Stockist is actually different clinics, different skincare people that sell her products. There's education here, explanations of why to use a certain product. And this specific article is very informative concerning acne-prone skin, which is great for, well, anybody who suffers with acne. If you look at this picture, it shows the person with severe acne, and they give you the benefits of using oil, which is an oil cleanser, which of course is contradictory to what we've all been taught about skincare. Okay. Now I'm going to switch gears here. So that pretty much the Roccoco site, you can go on there for your education. And I strongly recommend that you do go on the Roccoco site for specific details, because when you're speaking with your customers, you really need to know. They're going to ask you, what is this for? What will this do? How will this help? How long should I use it? Those type of things. What I've done was I've printed out, let's say here, for my lady here, I went into the acne, and what I did was I printed off this entire description for her. I read it to her, and I did another cleansing oil for her and asked her specifically, which do you think would be more helpful for you? This specific one is for breakouts, makeup removal, and oily skin. So she had chose this one versus the other one that I had picked out for her, which that's fine. She knows what her skin is like. So I wanted her to feel that she has a decision. I don't want people to think that I'm just doing this to make the sale. I need them to know that I really care that what they're using is going to help them, because, well, if it doesn't, my reputation is on the line. And, I told her, if this doesn't work, there is a guarantee. So, don't worry about that. And her concern too, this is something else that you should be aware of. She is, I believe she's a single mom. She works as a waitress, and she shared with me that she lives in a trailer. She lives paycheck to paycheck. So she needed to know exactly how much the products would cost. And I gave her all of the details that she needed. She said she didn't have the money. And I said, that's fine. I trust her, and there's got to be a certain amount of trust. So I placed the order for her, and she actually texted me yesterday and said, I just want to make sure that I have the correct amount. I'm pulling that from my paycheck. I get paid on Friday, and I want to make sure that I have it all for you. So, she's a person that I just met on the fly being in the restaurant, and I trust her. I mean, she trusts me to sell products to her in the hopes that it will take care of her problem. And I trust that, when she gets the money, she will pay me. So there's got to be a certain amount of trust going on there. And I already know that she trusts. She trusts me because I came back and she practically pushed me out of my chair so that she could sit next to me. But so you just have to have some discernment with the people that you're dealing with. I do want to show you, as of July 15th, after all that I went through, it was very nice of the Starfish platform to go in and do a site for us. Let's see where that is.
Marketplace overview.
They have, well, I thought I had it up here, but it's the marketplace overview. And it's actually a really good site. Let's see. Hold on. If you, let's see. Let me see if I could share that screen with you guys. Okay. If you haven't seen that yet, let's see. You're to go into your Royal tab. Okay, and then in the Royal tab, go to Marketplace Products. Okay, I'll click on that. And then in Marketplace Products, you'll see up on top, it says Marketplace Overview. Click on that. All right, and this is what you'll see, and it's really pretty neat. They break it down into home health and wellness, skincare, great tasting consumables, and personal development. So to find out information on Roccoco, just click on the skincare and you'll see Roccoco pop up with Olivier. You want Roccoco. And this shows up. Now, that first tab there, it will bring you to all the products. What you want to do, if you're looking for information, and this is really neat. I wish I had this before I met my lady, but you'll see here, it says Shop Roccoco, product brochure, teen product brochure. You can actually print these off. And there's great information here. I printed off this brochure. It has, you'll see the table of contents. It's like an abridged version of what Roccoco has on their site. Your cleansers, okay, and there's an explanation. And as you can see, it's, like I said, it's a brief explanation of each product. Now, if you want the specifics, like I said, the specific details, the ingredients of the product, how to use it, the conditions that the product helps, well, then you would go into your Roccoco site. But this is actually an excellent brochure to have. It's a quick reference, so you don't have to keep on going into your phone. Well, I don't like looking at the phone. The phone screen is so little, it'll take forever to read all this stuff. And if you don't have your laptop handy, the old-fashioned way is always good. Paper, I feel that paper is always good. So you have everything right there. Okay. Now what I've done, they also have a teen brochure, which is on that site. You can print that off also. It's just a 2-page, there's a picture of, I'll just show you real quick. It's just a picture of actually 2 guys, all right? And they call this the teen brochure. They have products that are specifically for teens. That's why it's only 2 pages. So it's specifically products that would be for the younger generation. And that's neat. I mean, it's right there. There's, they actually have a 3-product bundle that you can sell for your teens, which is actually a no-brainer. You don't have to think too hard with that. Unlike for us seasoned people, we have specific reasons that we need skincare, and you would go with the Roccoco site. Okay. Let me just show you the packaging on these products are really awesome. The Ruby Crystal Cleanser comes in this packaging. This is the box that it comes in. It's really, and as I said, once again, this is for both males and females. And this is the container. It's a glass container. It's actually really kind of heavy. So there's substance to it. I use it. I notice great results with it. There's quite a difference in the way my skin feels. And this morning, I wanted Ralph to test it out. I mean, he uses Olivier products, but I wanted him to use the Roccoco to see how he felt about it, and he liked it. So we'll get more PVs there with him using it. Another thing that I wanted to bring out, you'll notice that some of the products come in 15 mLs, 15 milliliters, and some come in 100. What I did for my customer, I ordered the 15. I ordered the smaller amounts because if it does not work for her, she's not stuck with a large container. Okay, the larger size containers are the 100 mLs. And I didn't want her to think, well, I'm just looking to make the sale, so I'm going to give you the biggest quantity so that you could make a commission. I didn't want her to feel that way. And I explained that to her. These are the smaller quantities for her to test out. So just keep that in mind when you're sitting with your people that are looking to use Roccoco products. One of the things that I do have another customer that I spoke to her about Roccoco. So I just want you to be aware of this. It's not an issue, but kind of. She's a customer. She's not a royal customer. So she went on to place an order for Roccoco products. Our screen that we see as members is different from a customer screen. So since last Friday, she's been trying to place an order for 3 products. And she thought that she couldn't find the Roccoco products because there was something wrong with her laptop. Then she thought there was something wrong with her phone. She finally texted me on Monday and said, I can't find these products. I don't know what to do. So I contacted Willie and found out that the customer app is quite different from the member app. So when the customer initially goes onto their app, and there's nowhere that this is written as far as I know, on the screen, when you see the banner, the product banners that comes across, there's little blue dots that are seen on your screen. The customer would have to click on the next to the last blue dot, and that will bring her, your customer, to the Roccoco products. Okay, so just keep that in mind. What I would suggest, though, is that you not send your customer to the site to place the order themselves. I would sit with your new customer and actually go through the ordering process so that they don't get lost. This customer has been with me for quite a while, and she said it was by accident last night. She went on Starfish and she could find muscadine, which she has ordered before. So she clicked on muscadine and then she navigated and finally found Roccoco. So that's how she was able to place her order for Roccoco. So make sure that you're going through the process with your new customers. Any questions? Anybody? Oh, so
hey, Bev,
yeah.
let's go ahead and I'm gonna see. Give me a second. Let's see if I can bring this up. Because I appreciate you giving that explanation, because there's a lot of folks that aren't aware of that customers have access to marketplace products. And it's really, obviously with Bonafide, that's a key thing for us, but showing customers how to get to the marketplace is helpful.
Right.
So I'm gonna see if I can bring it up, and Starfish.
I'll just mention real fast, I don't have much of a voice, but I've been using the CPR for eczema, and it cleared up the same day. It was amazing.
Wow. Yeah, that's wonderful. So
That's
you and my
awesome.
granddaughter are feeling much better, Noelle.
Yep.
Hey, Bev, is there a product that Roccoco suggests for sensitive skin after shave for men or something of that sort?
There,
Well, they're different. I don't know that there's a specific issue or condition with it, but that's one of the issues that I commonly talk with potential customers about.
right. I haven't delved into that, to be honest with you, Joe. I can look it up for you and get back to you. Because what do they have? Irritation after shaving? Is that basically what it is?
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, let me look into that because there's pages and pages of products. So I have it printed out already. I will look into it and I'll get back to you on that, if that's okay.
That'll be perfect. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, also, and I was told by my wife that I needed to ask if there was anything for aging spots that you ran across.
Yes, that is one of the, let me just pull that up. In the Roccoco site, oh, that's not it. Where's the Roccoco site itself? When you go onto the Roccoco site itself, up on top where it says shop, when you click on that, there's the 3 different columns of problems, and hyperpigmentation, aging. It's all laid out there, Willie. So she could just click on whichever condition she's looking to fix, and it will give her the suggested products to use.
Okay. I will. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna try to share. Okay, share here. And hopefully you guys are seeing. Hopefully you guys are seeing the Starfish website here.
Yep.
Okay, great. So what Bev was talking about is that, and this is what your customers see. This is a customer login. This is one of my customers, and the you can see they have the scrolling banner just like we do, but at the bottom they do not have the royal. Let's see if I can get rid of that bar up at the top. There we go. So they don't have the bar at the bottom where they can access the Royal stuff. But they can go here to the second dot from the right and click, and it takes them to Marketplace Products. Now they've added Marketplace Books as well. But you can click on Marketplace Products and it will take you into the marketplace, and the marketplace overview is there for them as well. So they can do that. They can view that as well as members can. So let me see if I can get out of that. I may not have. It may have locked me in there. I love that when that happens. And let's see. Okay, let's see what right click does.
I just want to tell everybody though that these products are exceptional. I mean, I've dealt with other skincare products, and these I think are either along the same line or exceed my expectations for skincare products. When your customers experience the results, just like Noelle has experienced and our granddaughter has experienced, that's repeat volume. And repeat volume is what you're looking for. I mean, that will help you to become bona fide. All you have to do is get them on auto ship, and people will want to stay on the product. I know that once you're satisfied with the product and it's not available anymore. I know Willie was telling me about one product that he was looking for, and he searched all over for something just similar to it. And it took a while before he finally found one. But service your people. Not everybody wants to be in business. Not everybody wants to, have customer service, to give customer service. A lot of people are looking to receive customer service, and good customer service is very hard to come by these days. So a word to the wise, you just be very relatable with your people and serve them, find out if they need anything, and I'm sure you'll get repeat customer volume after that. Willie.
And Bev, I wanted to jump in. I finally figured out why I couldn't get out of it. I had gotten rid of the tabs at the top. So you can go in, your customers can go in through Starfish. But the other thing is that, and a little known detail, that the lifeinfoapp.com website is still up. And your customers, their Starfish login will work on lifeinfoapp.com, at which point they can come in, and this is what they will see when they come in here. Now, the challenge is that this part of or this site is not kept updated like Starfish is. So when you come in on home, you're here, you have national brand stores, food, drink, marketplace, services, life products. So you'll see that there is not the same selection as what we have in Starfish. However, you can get around that. When you go to shop, you'll see health and wellness, which when you click here, and this is something I had to figure out the other day because I had a customer who was trying to look at some of the the Roccoco stuff, and I couldn't tell him how to get to it. So I was clicking it. And I think when I was playing around with this, Bev, you and I were online together, and I was explaining to you the way I figured it out that you make it happen is you can pick any of these products here. If they're in life info, they can click any of the products here and just click on anything there and then add it to the cart.
Right. Yeah.
Just whatever. Add it to the cart and keep shopping, kid. And it comes up here, just shop and say, and it takes you to here. Now it takes you, and now you have Roccoco there as a selection. So it'll take you to Roccoco. Once you have something in the cart, then you can go through, you can pick what it is, you add what you want to the cart, and then say proceed to checkout. And now you're here, and you can go back and delete whatever it was you added that you didn't want to have,
Right.
and check out. So it's a little convoluted, but again, there's ways to do it if the customer wants it. And don't forget, there's always a simple way for you to order it for your customer. You know, and you know, you can help walk them through it.
Yeah.
One of the things that's why I have almost all of my customers login information, because I offer to order it for them if they want me to, because it makes it simple, and they are happy to do that because they have their credit card information already stored in there, or they have a balance on their e-wallet already that they use. So that's that part. Let me stop share here.
Willie,
Yes.
one thing that Chris Brady mentioned at conference was about the customer reporting.
Yes.
And he said that, oh, don't worry, you know, for about 5 months, you know, they probably won't be checking for about 5 months. What I had done is I went online because I have in previous businesses, if they're requiring receipts, if you're ordering for your customers and you're doing it through your own number and you're checking off the I qualified customer volume, there might be a time that a receipt will be required, you know, so
Right.
for an audit. So I've been down that road. So I would suggest if you're ordering for your customers through your number, they don't have a number yet, and you're selling product on the Starfish under documents and forms, there is a receipt. I would strongly suggest that you keep receipts for all the products that you're moving, or some people are sampling products. So I would strongly suggest that you fill out those forms and keep them in a file so that should you get audited, whether it be through Starfish Life or the federal government, you do have those receipts to prove that they were actual sales. And it's pretty basic information: customer name, address, phone number, email, your seller member's name, your ID number, and then item description, quantity, you know, all the basic information, subtotal, sales tax, and how they paid for it. So I would strongly suggest that you keep very good records for your own safety. Let's put it that way.
Amen to that. And thanks, Bev, thanks for telling everybody where that's located, because that will be important when people self-report. Although obviously with Bonafide, we encourage people to, we actually help them set up auto ship for their customers so that they don't have to. The other thing that Rob Robson gave us some insights to in at the seminar last weekend was that they are evidently going to make it possible. This is the way I understood it, and anybody who heard him speak, who thinks I may have heard it wrong, feel free to speak up, because the way I understood it is they are also going to have a way when you're ordering product that you can check it that you are ordering it to basically sit as inventory on your shelf to be sold to a customer, and that it will be counted as customer volume at the time of purchase. Okay. Now, that is the way I understood it, that you can be purchasing products for your personal use or to be in your inventory. Now, when an item goes into your inventory, items in inventory can go one of two places, or three places. Obviously, you could take them for personal use, okay? But when you check the box and say this is going into your inventory, typically that's going to mean that it's intended for customer use, or you may sell it to another member in your team. If you sell it to a member in your team, there's PV transfers, and that has been changed to product transfers now. So you actually will have to go in and check the particular product that you quote sold to your member. That's in place of PV transfers. It's now called product transfers. So if you take items out of your inventory, you can transfer the volume down to members. I believe when you do that, that will serve as documentation for both the transferring upline and the receiving member. I think that's all the documentation needed on product transfers. I will check on that to confirm that. But on customers, when you check that inventory is going for customer sales, they're going to assume that you're being honest about that. But be aware, Curtis Williams is the director of compliance, and I know Curtis very well because he and I have been on a first name basis for a lot of years, because I've been audited by him so many times. And I really felt badly about that until I found out Dean and he were on a first name basis as well. So we kind of laugh because when you're growing and you have things happening, you sometimes get paperwork gets misplaced or doesn't get filed. And trust me, Curtis will come and hunt you down. And when he does, it's not exciting, because it will affect your bonus if things aren't done right. So just make sure that you get the documentation right. And Bev, you mentioned samples. If you give things as samples, you want to document that, not just for tax purposes, but for audit purposes within the corporation as well. So make sure you have those things. The other thing is that self-reporting it basically acknowledges that you have met the customer requirements, meaning that you have had 100 points in customer sale for the month. Um, I always act. I encourage everyone to act with character and integrity, because I'm never going to ask any of you guys to ever compromise your character and integrity. Just know this: if you're having trouble getting your 100 points of customer volume, call me, call any of your upline senior apprentices or turbo fives. Will help you get that taken care of. It's not a difficult thing at all, really is not. And after you understand that you have people who are family members who may chuckle at your business, but they actually would love some decent nutrition. It usually starts with having to get them to try it, and a sample of that works to fill your customer requirement. A sample of that fills the customer requirement for the first month, and then once they understand the value of it, setting them up on auto ship makes life much easier, and it truly makes it pipeline income. So whether that's the vitamins, whether it's Roccoco skincare, Monavi, any of the above, you can rest assured that they would rather have it shipped to them directly. That's one of the biggest things on Amazon right now is subscription fulfillment, auto ship essentially. So, and we have it available, and people are doing that on especially vitamin supplements and nutritional supplements. So don't overlook that as a option. You can also do the Roccoco on auto ship too, I'm sure.
Yep.
So uh, also, Bev, just so everyone knows that I'm a very confident heterosexual male who uses skincare, and I have used skincare since I was 18 years old. When I got into college, I started using skincare, and I think I look pretty good for 93. So, but actually, I don't mind telling people that I'm 65 years old, and I think my skin looks pretty good. Um, we had a young gal who got on the team a few years back, and it was funny. The first time she met me, she looks, and her boyfriend was the one who brought her to the business, and he had mentioned to her how old I was, and when she met me, she looks, and the first thing she says is, "Do you use skincare?" And I said, "Why, yes, I do." She says, "I can tell." She says, "You're older than my dad, and you look so much younger than him." And I was like, "Well, a lot of that has to do with being fat too, but Buddha doesn't age." So
Oh,
anyway,
Willie, quick question, Willie.
yes,
On the customer volume requirement, it's 100 PVs for people with one team, but it's 150 for people with two teams, correct?
that is correct. For people with two teams, i.e. performers, it's 150. And then when you reach the leader level, you need to have 200 points. You need to have 200 points in volume, customer volume. So, and this is something that, one of the reasons we like auto ship, of course, is because auto ship is pipeline income. When you check the box, it's bucket hauling still. It's bucket hauling, but when you have auto ship and it's it's taken care of, and it's shipped out. It's truly pipeline income for you. And most importantly, you get an extra 10%. When it's registered customer volume, you get a higher bonus. You know, and
Right.
you know, one of the things that uh, when people look at their bonus checks, an extra 10% at the very beginning makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference, and so and I think all of us who are bona fide can agree that it's nice not to have to think about it. It's nice not to have to think about it. We don't have to worry about going in and checking a box at the end of the month because we go green automatically, and that's a beautiful thing. So, um, anyone have any other testimonies to share? Any other questions that you might want to ask? I think I did mention that good skin not only is good skin care routine, but good nutrition as well. Because that's one of the things in the old Q&A business that they taught us early on is the good solid multivitamin and mineral supplements really are kind of the foundation to that. There's a condition called smoker's sad face that happens because smokers tend to deplete their vitamin C in their body, and it causes the skin to sag. And it's interesting because your skin not only you have the lotion and everything, but you have collagen and all the things in your body that are affecting the health of your skin. So Zenzino, uh, Extend, and Essentials Plus are a great foundation for good skin, and also obviously Mighty Muscadine with a high antioxidants will keep the signs of aging and stress down, as well as Monavie too. So there's any host of nutritional supplements that will help do double duty on keeping you looking young and fresh and ageless. Well, maybe not ageless, but slower aging. How's that? So, all right. Well, if nobody's got any questions, then Bev, thank you so much for doing that. And as I said, we kind of count on you guys to um, anyone who is willing to jump into the fire and start working with um, expanding that market, whether it's with members in your team or customers. Please let me know, because we want to share that stuff. We'll probably revisit this again as we get closer to Christmas. Because one of the things that we really want to encourage folks is that when the holiday season comes around and you start thinking of gift giving, Rob Robson gave some percentages that really are very telling. He said that when you look at the payment platform, the merchants, the profitability factor, which we know is a PV ratio, the ratio of PV they pay for dollars spent through the payment platform. This isn't the perks. This is the PV. They're going to pay anywhere from a 1 to 10% PV ratio back on dollars spent. So in a best situation, the very highest situation, we would see something like 10 cents on the dollar. And that would figure, I would figure that would be at the 5%. It's a store that pays 5% back, you know. So you're getting 10 cents on the dollar on the gifts that you may purchase through the gift cards. But if you give gifts from the marketplace, marketplace products profitability factor is somewhere between 20 and 90%. And he was talking about that. And of course, we know that because that's part of the reason of our strategy being what it is, to utilize marketplace products most effectively for, you know, getting people as solid a business as possible. So just know that when Christmas time comes around, look at giving the gift of good health, good skin care. Send them a case of Monavie. They'll think you sent them a case of wine, and they'll be really excited. And coffee, the Zebek coffee, all the things in the marketplace. And what people may not know, and Zebek, and this is something I only found out a while back. Zebek coffee is actually owned by it is a trademark that's owned by Life and or Starfish. It's Chris Brady is listed as the I think the name registered with that registered trademark for Zebek coffee and tea. So it's that's actually our brand. Nobody else has it. So it's also the best damn coffee I've ever had. And I've drunk a lot of coffee. So I think that's it's not too early. I know it's July. But really, when you think about it, Christmas will be on us faster than you can imagine. And we want to just be thinking ahead, because there's some great gift opportunities that can lead to more customers for you. So anyway, Beverly, thank you again. And we will see you all. Anyone who can join us for Thursday night, hope you will, because we'll be there'll be some new stuff being shown. So and I'll be looking for your feedback on it. So love you guys, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, Bev. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.